Apple spends billions making the iPhone harder to break into. And one of the biggest mistakes iPhone users make is believing Apple's security makes them impossible to scam. Because that assumption is exactly what scammers are counting on in 2026 and beyond. Don't get me wrong, Apple's security is among the strongest in the world. The problem isn't that criminals are breaking Apple's security. They're getting better at manipulating the people using it. That's why some of the now leveled-up iPhone scams aren't targeting your device at all. They're targeting you. These aren't the obvious scams from years ago. The password reset you never requested. The bad grammar. The strange email addresses. The fake lottery messages. Those still exist, but they're no longer the ones causing the most damage. Today's iPhone scams are designed to blend into your everyday life. They imitate services you already trust, and sometimes they even use parts of Apple's own systems to make the attack feel legitimate. Because in 2026, the game isn't just to convince you that nothing suspicious is happening. It's to create a tiny room to make you think, I'd better check that. That's all the attacker wants. Not your password, not your money, your attention. Because once they have your attention, they control the pace. So, today we're dissecting two major iPhone scam operations that has upgraded in 2026 to catch people off guard. But before we dig deeper, if you want to stay one step ahead with the evolution of scams and the latest upgraded scams targeting everyday people, subscribe to this channel and like this video so YouTube recommends it to others and turn on notifications. Now let's get into it. The first scam is the fake Apple Pay fraud alert. Fake Apple Pay alerts aren't new, but the version spreading in 2026 is much more convincing than the ones many people learned to ignore years ago. In the past, these scams often arrived as poorly written text messages with obvious mistakes or suspicious links. Today, they're far more polished. You receive a text claiming Apple Pay has blocked a suspicious transaction. Maybe it's a purchase worth hundreds of dollars. Maybe it includes a case number. Maybe it tells you to call immediately before the payment is approved. Everything is designed to make the message feel legitimate. Most people don't panic at first. They feel relieved. They think, good, Apple caught it before any money left my account. That's exactly the feeling scammers are counting on. Because once you believe you're speaking to the people protecting your money, you're far less likely to question who's actually on the other end. When you call the number in the message, the person answering doesn't sound like a scammer. They sound calm, professional, confident. They'll tell you they're investigating the suspicious transaction. Then they'll ask you to secure your account or approve what sounds like a routine security step. But none of it is protecting your account. It's handing them the keys to it. This isn't just the narrator talking. This is happening to real people. In May 2026, a Reddit user described receiving what appeared to be an Apple security alert claiming a $579 purchase had been approved. The alert urged them to call a support number immediately. Instead, they contacted Apple through its official support channels, and Apple confirmed the alert was part of scam, not a genuine security warning. This isn't just showing up on Reddit. Apple itself updated its guidance in 2026, warning users that scammers are impersonating Apple support through unsolicited phone calls and messages, and specifically says to hang up if someone unexpectedly claims to be calling from Apple. So what do you do in a case like this? The moment a text tells you to call Apple using the number inside that message, don't. Open Apple's official support channels yourself. If the alert is real, you'll find it there. If it isn't, you may have just avoided one of the most lethal upgraded Apple user-targeted scams in 2026 and beyond. If the first scam tried to convince you your money was in danger, this one tries to convince you your entire iPhone. It is the calendar invitation scam. This isn't a new scam either. What's changed is where it shows up. A few years ago, scammers mainly relied on emails and text messages to get people to click dangerous links. Now, many have shifted to something people rarely think twice about: your iPhone's calendar. Instead of a suspicious email, you suddenly receive what looks like a legitimate calendar invitation. It might claim you won a prize, invite you to an exclusive event, or warn that your Apple account needs immediate attention. The goal is always the same: get you to tap the link. From there, you may be redirected to a phishing page, a fake security website, or a subscription scam designed to steal your personal information. Apple has published guidance warning users not to interact with unexpected calendar invitations and explains how to remove unknown calendars safely. Online, iPhone users continue to report random calendar events appearing without warning, often containing links to suspicious websites they never knowingly subscribed to. Here's the rule to remember. If you weren't expecting the calendar invitation, don't trust it. Delete it first, verify it later, because recently, scammers aren't just changing their messages. They're changing where those messages find you. Some versions even include countdowns or tell you to act within hours. Not because the deadline means anything, but because panic makes people stop thinking. And people keep falling for it till tomorrow. Like, share and subscribe to this video because scammers only need one person to miss this warning, and you should make sure it isn't someone you know.